In 2004, a study was done involving two groups of mice. One of these groups had the germs and their stomachs artificially removed, while the other had their labs intact. Both groups were writers and then exposed to a stressful experience. What they found that were both groups responded to the stressor. The germ-free mice had a measurably exaggerated response. This practice interested a concept called the gut-brain axis. The idea that a microbes in your intestines vastly affect the way your brain and nervous system function. function. The link has previously not been made, but the next questions were, of course, could this have an application for humans? It turns out it does, in a big way. There is in fact a worse going in yogurt. The so-called good bacteria are British against the so-called bad bacteria. Now who's winning this fight is one of great importance to you. These bacteria can affect everything from mood to obesity levels. Both bacteria control important levels in the enteric nervous system, which is terms cause chemical cascades that affect all parts of your body, right up to your brain. An overabundance of the bad guys, for example causes an imbalance that results in some very common psychological problems, while the good guys, on the other hand, can help keep us relaxed. They do this by releasing GABA in stimulating the vagus nerves, among other things. This characteristics of gut bacteria is known as the microbiome. They live inside you. In symbiosis, them, you need them and they need you, but just like you. They need to be fed in the right way. This brings us to a fact that has been known by most cultures for at least thousands of years. That's what you eat shapes who you are. The food you put into your gut encourages the growth of one of these kinds of bacteria, and thus in turn affect all of the above mentioned things. Given this advice, scientists have identified identified certain foods that encourage the food guys bacteria, and they called them probiotic. Now you might think this is a scientific breakthrough. Well, not quite. They have been known for literally thousands of years by Roman, the Vedic, and the Chinese cultures, to name a few 7 to 8 thousand years ago. Men of the Thracian culture of warrior raised drinks of oatmeal before going to the battle. Marco Polo, the explorer, hated the magical qualities of an ancient drink known as and once virgins. The Bible even says Abraham, a patriarch, Judaism's old, has long lived to the consumption of sour milk.